Okay, so this video is going to be all about sex and how I lost my virginity and basically everything about me and sex. And I'm going to share this because I'm very open. I lost my virginity when I was almost 17 to my best friend, Taylor. We were like best friends all through middle school and high school, so it really wasn't that awkward, but it's really a hilarious story. I just got back from Florida and I had my new Jeep and it was lunch hour, and pretty sure everybody knew about it just because we had joked about it for so long, but we never really thought we really would, do it. Like, I'm talking like I'm still back at 16 doing it. Anyways, so it was lunchtime, and we went for a ride in my Jeep to the water towers in Perth, and we started making out, and I know he went to like, put his hands in places. And I was like, wait, 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 wait. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I want to discuss the pros and the cons right now. He's like, what? I'm like, the pros, I get it over with. Two, I feel completely comfortable with you, and I probably won't regret it because you're my best friend. Then the cons, it could be awkward after. People are going to know. I don't remember them all, but yes, I made a list of pros and cons. And then we just like stood there, silence for like, I don't know, it felt like forever, but it was probably like 2 minutes. And then we got into the back. Let's just go in the back. We started making out, and it happened. And I remember the first thought was like, is that it? Because, I don't know, people make sex out to be like something like huge, and like, dick goes in there, you're gonna feel like, oh my god, that feels amazing. But I was like, is that it? Yeah. But you know what? It's been 5 years now, and I don't really regret losing it to my best friend. And after that, oh yeah, and then we went back after lunch, and we were late for French class, and we walked in, and the teacher and everybody knew, and they were like clapping for us. Very embarrassing moment of my high school year. Anyways, and then a few months later was prom, and me and Taylor and our good friend Brooke had always joked about a threesome, and Brooke was like the all-star hottie blonde of my school. And it had always been just a really big joke. But we went to prom party. It was like one of the first times I got really drunk on vodka. And I was half blacked out, but I remember we were skipping into a field. Next thing I knew, Brooke was like making out with me. And then I was making out with her back. Next thing I know, our shirts are off, and she's like fingering me, and I don't know. Anyways, we all ended up having a threesome. Yeah, it was pretty epic. Not gonna lie, I don't regret that either. Trying new things. Plus, it was with people I knew really well. Then I decided to like play it cool because a lot of people heard and they were like, "Oh my god, sluts, sluts, sluts." So, I went to Bible camp that summer, worked as a camp counselor. No more sex. Went back to school in the fall, and there was this guy that was on the basketball team, Amadeus Rodriguez, and he got through so much. Like, he was an alcoholic, and his parents never really ran for him. His girlfriend had cheated on him, and I don't know. I guess I felt like, I don't know, we were good friends, and that was a really epic disaster. That would be the one time I really regret having sex. We had sex once. His brother called during it, and it was awkward after, and yeah, it was a fail. Then I was working at Burger King during this time, and I started hooking up with this guy named Eric. Hooking up meaning I gave him a blowjob in Burger King bathroom. Yeah, epic fail there. And, he fingered me and stuff. I don't really remember that much. It was a little fun at work, I guess. And then came around Christmas time, I met Drew in my biology class. And he was the all-star basketball player. He was a big womanizer. Like, he was known to have a different girlfriend every, weekend. Well, he had one girlfriend, but he cheated on her with girls all the time, and she put up with it because she was 14. Anyways, I'm in biology class, and I'm ready to, like, get this straight. And I used to dress up like I always do now, like dresses and skirts and, like, high prep. And I'm sitting in the front row, getting ready for the class to start. And all of a sudden, he walks in, picks up a desk, and shoves it over beside mine because he's like, I want to sit on the right because they were, like, two columns together. And I'm like, okay, nice to meet you. And he thought his charm was going to work with me, and no, it didn't. He pulled out his phone, and he had these, like, magic tricks that he would do. He was trying to show me them, and I was like, not interested, buddy. And he's used to girls, like, being like, oh my god, are you talking to me right now? But me, no. I wasn't overly flattered with him. And then we had a project a couple weeks later, and the biology teacher was also his coach. So he was like, you two, together. And I'm like, oh my god. So we met after school, and we went to Grand Falls, and we went shopping for our project pieces, and nothing happened. Went to his house, we worked on it. But I remember when I was leaving, he was like, Liz, and I was like, what? And I remember I turned around, and he was like, never mind. See you later. I don't know, I think it was there. I think that's when I started a little something. And then we went, I don't know, a few weeks after that, it was like after a few exams, and I was like failing, and I needed help, and he was really, really good at biology. So he offered to help me out, so I was like, okay. So I went to his house after school, and we were talking about hickeys, because he was always giving girls, like, huge ass hickeys, and I never had a hickey before, and I'm like, I don't see the point. And he was like, just give me a second. This is a message from Liz on she's tripping. I'm doing a vlog on my phone. Here's the good part. So he takes my arm and he goes, right here, it's that part. Oh, let me see. Right here. He goes, this is a really sensitive spot on you. And then he, like, sucks it a little bit. And he pulls back. And he goes, but right here in the inner part of your neck, that's even more sensitive part. I went to talk, and all of a sudden his mouth was, like, down hard on me right here. And I was, like, clenching up, and it was feeling so good. And then he stopped, and I went to say something, but before I could, his mouth was on mine, and he pushed me down in his bed, and we were making it, like, hardcore. And I think we made out for, like, 4 hours. That was all, too. Kept trying to do more, but I was like, no. Remembering all this is kind of nice. It's been a while. And then we just started hooking up. Well, we had sex. He had a girlfriend, so we had sex after they broke up, actually. Everyone always thought we did before, but we didn't. And we started hooking up randomly, all the way between, like, February to prom. And then my parents didn't want me to go to prom with him. So I snuck off to his place and stayed overnight, and they found out, and they kicked me out kicked me out / I moved out. I lived with him, and I fell in love. 2 years of my life with him, almost 3. And then finally, we'll get that to another vlog of why we broke up, but it's not very good. But this vlog is about my sex life. So after my ex-boyfriend Drew, I started talking to this guy that I met at a bar when I was dating, well, kind of, talk to that guy later. Anyways, so he was an army buck and a really hot one from Italy. Very attractive. So we talked a bit over a year, just talking. So I went to go see him, and I don't know, it's been months since I had sex, And, well, I'd made out with Patrick Clavette from work, but that was it as far as it ever went. Everyone always thought it went further. All we did was make out for, like, months. So I needed some. And I don't know, he was just really good. He was like sitting on the couch watching a movie, and it felt right. And I don't regret something that felt right. And it felt right at the time. So we had really good sex. Not the best, but good sex. Anyways. And that lasted a couple months, you know. I go up every weekend, every other weekend. It was good. Then I went to Florida, and when I came back, I don't know, he freaked out on me and called me like a slut because he thought I hooked up with people in Florida because I didn't message him, but I didn't really think I needed to message him. And to tell you the truth, I didn't like him at all. So, yeah, that didn't work out. And, you know, about a week after that, I ended up going to Bar Jack with Patrick and Casey and Sophie's brother. And I don't know, it was like 15 minutes into the night and me and Patrick were already making out. And I guess, like, I remember him fingering me in the car. I remember we stopped off at Irving on the way to the bar, and I remember we were like, I was in the girl's bathroom, and he came in, he pulled me into the boys' bathroom, he threw me up on the counter, and he was like making out with me really hard. And, like, you can feel him, like, up against me. It was so good. And I know we had sex in the girls' bathroom stop at the bar. And then even better, we had, I don't know if we had sex or if he was just like, I don't know, dry humping me on the pool table in the middle of the bar. The whole night's really vague to me, but I know we had sex that night. The best part was probably we were at McDonald's, we were all on the way home, everybody wanted to eat, and we were like, yeah, we're just gonna cuddle. And no, we were like doing it. And so his brother was doing like, what the fuck are you guys doing in that car? And we're like, each other. It was so funny. I loved that night. Then we went back to the hotel, and we were like having sex in the shower, and I guess I like fell, and Casey was in there, and so was Sophie's brother, and they were talking about the worm in the van. It's like, dude, the worm, it's in the van. Why is the worm in the van? This was all during us having sex, and they were like, Sophie's brother was totally peeking. I'm swear they must have like seen little flashes on me. And finally, I just opened up the shower curtain. I'm like, fuck this shit. I can't have sex when there's two people in here talking. That was a really epic sex night for me. And then we just started hooking up randomly from then on. And then, I don't know, a couple weekends later we had sex again, and then we decided to date. I don't know, I think it was the worst decision for us. It's not that I don't like him, like, I still have feelings for him, but I just think we're so much alike, and I know it's not going to last. I'm going to Moncton, and I really don't want to be in a relationship with anyone, you know? Like, liking someone and wanting to be in a relationship with someone is two completely different things. So, after I burped, excuse me. So then, you know, as we've gone over, we broke up. And since then, well, we had sex after that on the staff table at Burger King. We also had sex in the kids' place at Burger King. He ate me out too there. And we had sex in the office. We made out a lot in the freezers, in the fridge, downstairs in the stock room. Well, we really got it on at Burger King. Oh wow, it was fun. And since then, really, you know, we've made out a few times. Like just last week, we made out. But, you know, never goes further with him. And now my sex life is non-existent. And you know what? People think I'm a whore. They're like, oh, she's a big slut. And you know what? I can see why. I dress like a brave slut, and I'm really pretty, and I could get a lot of guys. You know, I know. But I'm really not that big of a slut. I just come off as it. But I don't really care what people think. Like, they'll be like, oh, dude, she sucked that guy's dick. And I'll be like, yeah, I sucked his dick and 5 of his friends. Want a problem with that? Huh? Got a problem, bitch?